Hello my beautiful babies, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing this super gorgeous bubblegum pinky, it's like a corally pinky smoky eye. It was very easy to do. I used very few eyeshadows and I used this new baby right here, the Kathleen Lights Colourpop collab called Dream St. These eyeshadows are stunning. You guys are for sure gonna see me use this palette so much more because I am dying to use this teal. I don't even know if the color is called teal. My sister's always correcting me. I'm like, turquoise, teal, I never know the difference between the two, but I'm pretty sure that's like a dark teal. Before we jump into this makeup tutorial, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let's jump right into this tutorial. The first thing I'm gonna do is put a little concealer on my eyelids. Then I'm gonna blend it out and set it with powder so that we can start our eyeshadow. I make sure to put a really generous amount, that way I cover any darkness I have here and here already, because then after when I'm going in with foundation, I don't want to disturb any of the eyeshadow I already have put. I honestly have no idea what I want to do today because like I want to work with these gorgeous like deep teals and do maybe like a smoky eye, but then like this pink is gorgeous, and then these right here I'm just like, the first color I'm going into right here is Stardust. This is gonna be my transition shade so that the other shades have something that they can blend into when I go in with them. Your transition shades, you want to place them right in the crease. The crease is where your lower lid and your upper lid kind of meet, just slightly above that. You can bring it as low or as high as you want, depending how dramatic you want the look. Now with my Morphe R38, I'm going into this color right here, Water Bearer. Just kind of blending this one all over, making sure it looks really like blown out and smoky and pretty. And then going back in with that initial blending brush to make sure there are no harsh lines and it is blended into my first shade. Then I'm going into Sweet Dreams. This is such a beautiful corally pink. And I'm going to start patting that all over my eyelid. That is so stunning. Wow. Just using a regular shadow brush. This is from Juno & Co. They have really affordable brushes. I have a discount code with them that I make literally no money off of. It's just for you guys. And it's K Marie. And then I'm just kind of tapping this in right into my crease. Like right where my crease is. Then I'm going into my Morphe brush, which is the brush. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. I'm going into my Morphe brush, which is the R38. It's the one that I use to blend in the Water Bearer color. And then I'm gonna softly start blending those colors into each other. I didn't put any new color in on the Morphe brush. There's such a light amount of fallout for how much color I packed on, but these colors are so beautiful and they blend it out so nice. I honestly commend Colourpop for being such an affordable brand and still having good quality stuff. And then I'm going in with the same brush that I used initially with my first transition shade and just lightly going over the edges. I just like to do that to make sure everybody is in formation, no one is out there acting crazy, there's no super crazy harsh lines that I do not want. I love this. It's like a bubblegum pink smoky eye. Now we're grabbing a makeup wipe and we're gonna clean all of that under the eye. Sometimes I don't get these things even, so I try to do them little by little, because if not, then I have like a wonky eye. But they seem pretty even to me. I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild liquid liner. I've never used it before. It's like stuck in here. It's this guy right here. And I'm gonna create a cat eye. It has like a really nice like fine tip. So I think it'll work out for me. I kind of want a little low with the eyeliner. If that ever happens, clean it up with concealer. So I'm just gonna leave that, but it seems to take a while to dry. This reminds me of a sunset. You know those really pretty sunsets that look almost like bubblegum fire? You guys know what I'm talking about? I love those. There, I just cleaned it up with a little bit of concealer. And then that'll all get hidden when I put foundation and then my normal concealer on. I struggle so much doing a cat eye, and it's funny how I'm not like a cat eye master, because my mom, my whole life, I've always seen her do her winged liner. Like, she always wears them. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara. This is the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara, which is pretty good. Oh, not too much. For primer, I'm using the Nivea Mens Post Shave Balm, which is, ooh, I put way too much, which is a great affordable option for primer. It was $5 and it has a lot of glycerin in it. Glycerin is what helps the makeup stick to the face and it hydrates the skin. Now that it's all tacky on my skin, I'm gonna put some foundation. I'm using the L'Oreal Lumi in the shade, what shade is this? W4 Warm Natural Beige. This one's a little, like, it's supposed to be warm toned, but it's like a little pinky for me, but I make it work. Picking a foundation shade is just so annoying. I'm blending it into that concealer just so there's no harshness. The L'Oreal Lumi has to be one of my favorite drugstore foundations in general, but for dry skin, like, look at that dewiness. Oh, I love that. I love when the skin looks so like luminous and dewy with the foundation. For concealer, I'm using my Sephora Make No Mistake Concealer. It is a very thick concealer, so just keep that in mind, because if you do not like anything that is like way too thick under the eyes, or you crease a lot, or you have very dry under eyes, you're gonna want to take certain measures before using this, if you want to even use it at all. Like, you want to set it quickly, or you want to hydrate your under eyes properly. I don't use a whole lot. Even though this looks like a whole lot, I don't use a whole lot of it. It's just that you get the teeniest bit and you spread it out, and it's just insane how much product you get. Now I'm just blending that out with my damp beauty sponge. This is the Real Techniques beauty sponge, which I love. It is one of my faves. I basically just drench this sponge in water and just kind of pat it in a towel, and it leaves just the perfect amount of dampness on the sponge. It doesn't dry too fast. It's perfect. And just the excess concealer from blending it in, I'm just gonna kind of tap it on top of the nose just to add a little bit of brightness there, but I don't want to put any product because lately my nose, nothing sticks to it. I set it, I do everything, I prime, but like, it's just, nothing is sticking to it, so I don't want to put too much concealer on there. Then I'm going into my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm just going in with my sponge, and I am setting the under eyes. Now I'm gonna grab just a teeny bit of that powder and kind of swipe off the excess that's under the eye. I'm going into the Wet n Wild contour palette, into this shade right here, to do a little bit of sculpting. I love this specific palette because I feel like this color is so perfect for me to contour and bronze. It gives me such a nice like bronze and contour to the skin. I'm going into their light shade, and I'm going to press that in with the same brush I used to set the under eyes. Just pressing that in to add some extra brightness under the eye. I like to make sure I highlight the under eye, because if not, then sometimes when you use really smoky, very bold eyes, sometimes the under eyes get a little dull, and I really like a bright under eye. Now I'm going into the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. I love this bronzer. I feel like it adds like just the right amount of oranginess to the face, but I hate saying oranginess, but it's just so true, because some bronzers look insane, but a nice bronzer needs to have that like orange tone to it. If not, it doesn't look sun-kissed. It doesn't look like the sun is what bronzed you. It looks like a tanning bed. You know what I'm saying? So you want something that looks natural and like a natural tan from the sun on your specific skin tone. And then since I already used that other palette on the forehead, I'm putting the teeniest amount of bronzer on the forehead. I don't want to have like a whole bronzer helmet going on. So I just put a teeny amount and just blend it in lightly. For my under eyes, I'm going into Water Bearer. Oh, my hand slipped. I'm going into Water Bearer. And I'm going to blend it in really tight into the lash line. I think I'm gonna highlight the brow bone with this color. This color's gorgeous. I haven't done my brows yet, obviously, because I want to do them right after I finish everything on my face. But I'm gonna highlight just so that powder doesn't get on the brow pomade, and then I have powdery brows. And I'm gonna make sure that's blended in and it doesn't look too harsh. For highlight, I'm gonna use Physician Formula's Vegas strips, and I just use this top area, but I mix in my brush really well because it has like a film over it for some reason that you gotta get to. And it's just the prettiest, softest, natural glow. Now let's do the brows so we can do the lashes, and then so we can do the lips, and we can be done. I can't find anything. Now I'm using my Benefit Ka-Brow to fill in my brows. Now I'm gonna set my brows with my Essence Make Me Brow. This is actually an amazing and affordable brow gel. It's tinted, so you wanna be careful because sometimes little goops come out and it's in the front of the brow. Oh, like now. Fantastic. I just got a little bit right there talking about it. I don't know if you guys can see, but she's staying. I'm not gonna stress that. I remember when I first started doing YouTube videos, I wanted everything to be perfect, and I was like, I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect, and that is, I'm not gonna portray that. Then for blush, I'm gonna use this gorgeous corally shade. This is Wet n Wild Color Icon in the shade Mellow Wine. And that's just kind of gonna bring the highlight and the bronzer and contour together. It's gonna be kind of like the middleman that brings the whole look together. Now I'm gonna set my face with the Wet n Wild Natural Finish Setting Spray. And then I'm gonna put my lashes on, and I'm gonna be right back. For lip, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Gloss, which I love. This is the completed makeup look. I'm obsessed with this. I think this is the first time I've ever done a really nice corally pink bubblegummy smoky eye. I hope you guys love this makeup look as much as I enjoyed creating it for you guys. I think it is so beautiful, very easy to do. You guys saw I only used three eyeshadows for this look. I love you guys. Thank you guys for always supporting me, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.